Alrighty, hello, my name is Tep, and today I'm going to show you what I believe to found a time save. So, in this example, I'm going to show you NES has some word tech, on the Japanese version in particular, and Link isn't going to move until we deal more than 18%. Now right there, Link turned around, and didn't really spit up much dust. We're going to go ahead and reset this and give another example. So as we saw there, right as I moved, I turned left, or tried to move left as fast as I could. So, it's dependent on when I land and when I push left stick, and left stick being right after the landing, the front I land. Okay. Well, maybe it's that I need to tap left the frame when I move this, because I got much further than I did before.
3, 2, 1, go! Choose your character.
So you may be wondering what's going on here. Well, in my belief, it's either arbitrary code execution or Stack-OverFlow. That was a mistake. So, if it is arbitrary code execution, then it would be related to a certain amount of inputs. However, if it was Stack-OverFlow, it would be more linked with a set of inputs, like similar to ACE, except those inputs getting transferred over, not really being able to respond, and because of the dust particles are similar, closely related to the dust particles, or a set of movement options that Link is also trying to make while NES goes left, kicks up dust particles, and having to account for the depth barrier, the camera panning, and Link's movement, it chooses to eliminate Link over the other factors, because it kills Link faster and earlier. Now, one thing to note is that it is not RNG dependent on if Link moves, because obviously in all examples I've just chosen to not fall faster and either tap the left stick in one of the examples faster. So it is dependent on how fast I fall. So, hold yours. So, what can we tell? It's required to be on J. Doesn't matter the version. Doesn't matter if it's got a timer or not. Has to peek a Thunder Crash and get over to where Link is fast enough. Now, I think in the game's code, it is not programmed for Link's first move to be a recover. Okay. Naturally, Link is able to jump. Right, we've seen this. But a movement option for Link is typically to recover, bomb, bow, or boomerang. Now, of those four, the most common one, especially on very easy, is bomb and boomerang. And only if he gets flung off to the side will he recover. However, as per being Link's first move, I doubt the AI is really prepared to make Link do his recovery, so in henceforth, the dependent factor is falling faster and tapping left faster to be the dependent on if Link will recover or not, thereby not making Link's recovery RNG dependent. And even in the instance that it is kicking up dust particles, that would thereby not make it RNG dependent, because it would still have an attribution to movement I'm making that chooses or not to make Link recover or not. And I doubt it is the recovery, once again, because Link dies earlier, which doesn't make any sense because the camera's not moving, the death barrier isn't moving. But the thing about that is we're unable to tell if the death barrier is actually moving or not, because we are not down there with Link to be able to confirm that that is happening, unless we were to magically be able to teleport to where Link is, or let's say a unit or two above where he is, to exactly tell, well, okay, the death barrier is jumping between spots. Or if we were to teleport to where the death barrier should normally be at, X or Y position. So, yeah. But it's within my belief that this is either arbitrary code execution or Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow being similar to ACE. Stack Overflow is where a set of inputs is getting carried over into code of the game, and because that code of the game is unable to handle much more code, it gets sent into the next available slot. Well, in this instance, I believe either it is the death barrier code, or I don't know, it would have to be something with either Link just immediately getting bopped out of existence and it going to a transit, like either it immediately takes me to a transition screen, or it just warps the death barrier up higher or whatever, because of Stack Overflow adding numbers. And adding numbers would make sense because it is going up positively in the Y direction, which could make sense if it were a Stack Overflow of objects, entities, or things happening and occurring all at once in the game's code. Adding a positive number, increasing that number, would increase the Y value of the death barrier, which could possibly make sense. But ACE-wise, that could also make sense because there is a specific set of inputs that is basically programming the game in the game. So now I'm starting to not believe it's ACE, but I believe it is still Stack Overflow, and I do not believe RNG has any dependent factor to play on this. Maybe the RNG seed will have a dependent factor on how early I'm capable of landing and tapping left in unison with each other, but who knows? There's no telling, and as of right now, a huge shout out to FRK and Pikachu. They brought some really good points up about this argument, and I think they collectively have had a great unified voice. Not unified, but just a very collective, organized sense of reasoning and thought, and I respect them, and I've been talking about this for about maybe well over half my day today, so I'm going to get some rest. Anyways, other than that, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my little tangent. Thank you. Later.